Thursday Night Baseball on MLB Network as we come your way from Target Field here in the Twin Cities. Tonight, the homestand continues with the start of a 4-game series between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Barry Ota, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Number 20.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Noah. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First offering on its way. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they brought 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
The next 1-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Change his speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fouled off. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Rolled slowly to first. W loves it. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And here's a shot at the Athletic starting lineup for this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, 11 Diaz is someone this club is hoping to turn it around. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually, he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap again, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
That ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Kevin Smith goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit out towards second. Obradovic takes it in. They'll whip it from first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Nothing in the A's half of the first. Twins scheduled to hit from the bottom of the inning. Next on MLB Network. Paul Blackburn will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
At the plate, Darren Obradovic. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Twins.
First pitch on its way.
Darren.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays.
First baseman.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled straight back. 1 out, nobody on.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. In now, on Obradovic.
The second
He'll get
baseman.
to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. An inning in.
Leading off for Oakland.
Here comes the first pitch.
JJ. Yeah.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 1-1. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Again, he sends it out of play. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Throw into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
No balls and 1 strike. Chased out of his zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Brown is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right, but that'll be off the right field wall.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump. Maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, okay, here's how the Twins are lining up with base. And guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League, and the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
He was right, Lewis. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting it.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Perez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Jump set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. He pulls into second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. At the plate, Buddy Reed, runner in scoring position with 2 guns. Here comes the first pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. That's lifted the other way out to left. Obradovich is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Leading off the inning, Colby Obradovich. They'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Diaz is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And, guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And, boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away. Now batting, Alex Healy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line toward the gap in left center. Reach as he makes the catch, and he took a header along with. Digging in to try it again. Ryan Noah. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On he pops it up. Lewis in foul ground. 1 out.
Up next for Oakland.
Into the box
The
now,
shortstop.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin
He looked to bounce back after
Smith.
striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Smith, originally from New York State. This is his first year at the big league level. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Holt on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Third base.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. There's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And the count will be full. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. Might have gone after ball 4 there as this one's fouled away off to the right. Once again a 3-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Full count, here it comes. Hit hard towards center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1-2-9, they can put a hurting on you. They're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Behind 0-2 now. Urshela leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. 1 left for Oakland, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now to the plate. 21. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Number
Not much
21.
going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Sent on the ground out to second. Diaz scoops it up, and there's one down now.
Batting it.
Ready now, Dan Robinson. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. This is line to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
The third baseman
Now in the box, Royce Lewis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
2 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
The left fielder.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Wow.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Softly hit toward the hole. W charging in on it, and a step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Brent Booker.
Booker.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
Fastball
Exercise.
just misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Drilled on the ground to short. Over double. It's there. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Olympus Steele. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Circle change, too low, ball 1.
No strike.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now.
1
and 2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. A's are gone in order, but they're on top 2-0. Riding in once again, Darren Obradovich. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Baseman, Tyler.
Settling in now, Tyler W. as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1.
At the ball.
Well above the letters with
1-1.
the fastball that time. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Swings through it for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. Line, but steered on a hop. Throw-in time at first for route number 2. Into the box.
Second baseman,
Obradovich. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
Count
No
1-0.
doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. It's in there, and the Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double. So some life with 2 away. He's into second with the opposite field double. And as the graphic there illustrates, Oakland for the year places him second best on the Twins roster. He's set. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Obradovich at second with 2 down. Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in and strike zone?
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The batter.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. You almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-2 the count. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is into right field. Base hit. And on the board. one now.
Healy.
In now, Alex Healy. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. This is pulled into right. And this is going to get down for extra bases. There's only get one, if not both of them home. In at second, safety. Run comes across the score on the play, tying the ball game. Coming to the plate now, number 21. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. The 0-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 4-2.
He's not hit all that hard, Bueller. He muscled it out there for 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Into the box now, Dan
Outside, that's the
Robinson.
ball.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 4 runs here in this half inning. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. All even now, 2-2. 2-2. Laid off, and the count runs full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Lewis.
So stepping in, Royce Lewis. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now in the Oakland pen. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, you got a runner in scoring position. It only takes 1. I know he was out in front on that off-speed pitch right there, but this pitcher cannot get cute and leave something over the heart of the plate.
This is skied into short left center. Brown is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleed. Stepping into the box, Carlos Perez stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hit out towards second. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the road.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And it lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-1. It's taken for strike 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. One there. Out. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now back, the first baseman, Ryan.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ryan Noah. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Ball.
Fastball here as he'll
Ball
take a
one,
look
no
at
strike.
ball one. 1-0.
At the
And he
ball.
misses low with it. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Played off, but in there for strike one.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball that time, but misses out of the zone. Kevin Smith would be next. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Down the first baseline. W right there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A's go quietly there. Still down by a count of 4-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Darren Obradovich.
Leading off.
And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And a foul pop behind the plate. Perez waits on it. 1 out.
The batter. The first
Ready
baseman.
once again.
Tyler
W. Will swing it from the left side right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of
Down
all time.
second
Work on his
baseman.
craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike one.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce.
And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and
Now
runs,
batting.
and he is on
No
one
fielder.
right now.
No question,
Goldie.
he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second
Ladies
base
and
knock.
gentlemen,
This
your
one
attention,
for extra
please.
bases.
Now 2 hits so far for him in this one.
Number 30.
Here
Louis.
comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland
Medina.
dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for the starter here this evening. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. W at third. Obradovich is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Medina comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback, the kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty D? He goes right at the hitters.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Makes the throw to first. 2 down.
The batter. The right fielder.
Now at the plate,
Jordy
Shorty Holt. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Twin strand of... Stepping in, Kevin Smith. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Number 20 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is popped up, and there's out number 1. Ready for another chance. Gio 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Holt. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.J. Day. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail it here 4-2. Striding forward now is the DH, Alex Healy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Byron Buxton is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Byron Buxton.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Comes in here right at 260. 7 homers, 13 RBIs. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Medina has compiled over 90 innings pitched. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. And he struck him out. Now stepping up now, number 21. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
Standing in now, Dan Robinson fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. off the second. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out. So he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Well, that's a pitch right there you've got to just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. But he'll ultimately decide against risking it as he hangs out at second base. Third baseman. Ready for another shot now. Royce Lewis. First pitch on its way. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Reed will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
The left fielder. Set. Wow.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
Here's another 0-2. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here. But meanwhile, that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. And this is fouled straight back. And boy, I think that got our home plate umpire in the mask for the second time in the ball game. That's tough duty back there. Lifted the other way out to left center. Obradovich arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Now
standing in, Brent Hooker.
Brent Hooker.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. When he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Popped him up. Obradovich has a play. 2 down.
Now that
at the plate, Luis Diaz struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Number 21 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A's are gone in order. Still down by a count of 4-2.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pruitt gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 45.
Into the box now, Darren Obradovich. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Hit hard, back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Up next to the plate, the first baseman, Tyler.
Now at the plate, Tyler W. leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. The 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Reed sprinting after it. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Stepping into the box, Sean Obradovich. First offering on its way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Reed on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. So
now
here's the cleanup hitter.
Oakland.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Moving under it, Reed. And that's the third out. One left for Minnesota as they can't add to their... And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of hoop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And that's in there for strike one.
Nope, that's
breaking
down.
Ball called just a bit low. So 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. And he pops it up. Obradovich over to his left. Got it one away.
The center fielder.
Digging in once again. Buddy Reed. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Holt is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Up next for Oakland.
Striding in for Oakland, Ryan Noah. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. Play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail it here 4-2. Riding into the box, Shorty Holt to see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Jordy Holt.
First pitch on its way. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Hard hit ball to second. Goes in, and that's at number 1.
Now batter
Here's Byron Buxton. No career numbers to talk about for this man. ready. Here's the first offering. And
1-0.
he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little close.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Digging in, number 21. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. And it's fouled away. Buxton leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Runner going for third. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Nope,
and he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2. Fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Ready with the 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Dave is there, 2 down. Up next for Minnesota, Robinson.
The pitcher.
0 for 2 with a walk this ball.
Robinson.
First delivery to him on the way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Urshela over to his right. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning. Johan Duran comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 59.
Striding in to start the 9th, Kevin Smith has got this to get something down here and even this game up. 1-0 the count.
That's ball 2. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Swinging a soft liner. Into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
I don't care how you find your way on the 9th inning. Anytime you can bring the tie and run to the plate, you're doing your job. Now we got the crew looking for the blast.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at.
Ball,
more than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. 2-2 one more time. Fouled off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Good battle. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, J.J. Day. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
21.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 1-2 is taken
I
for
got
ball
the
2.
2-1-2.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch
that
he feels
pitch is in.
best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to. That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
There's one. Out. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Booker. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, this time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Look at strike 3 balls. And that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs here. He has to tie this ball game up with that equalizer run just 90 feet away at third. Step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that's one of the best finishes we've been part of in a while. 2 outs, tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first, but they can't find a way to get him home. Tough way to lose, but a great way to win a game.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Minnesota took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Barry Ota earned his 9th win of the year. Johan Duran records the save, his 25th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Friday night baseball from the Twin Cities. Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Number 58, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Noah.
Leading off tonight for
home-away
Oakland.
splits tell us he's
baseman.
actually quite a bit better
Number
hitting on
20.
the road than he is at home. Line toward the gap in left center. And gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that. You're going to use the ambush tactic. And not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Strike called in the upper part of the zone. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on it.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Noah stands at second with no outs. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton is after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me, home runs and RBIs. He's driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him with all his thing in this one.
Good game.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Dave, a native Floridian. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. 2-2. Now that's popped up. Lewis is there, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one. In now, Darren Obradovic. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the strings, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
No doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team.
One sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one going for extra bases off the bat. A ball and no strike. 264 is average entering play. 7 homers, 13 RBIs. Hit on the ground out for short. Smith from the outfield grass. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Batting 4th.
So digging in now, Sean Obradovic. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. There's a line drive base hit to left field. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and squeeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, shorting the fourth. He takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Right side. Oh, way to get dirty. Second for one.
Okay, he's good.
Batting fifth.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Digging in the switch hitter, Colby Obradovic. And as you can see, he's had standing in Seth Brown. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with the double in the ballgame last night. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there. Rose into the outfield.
First delivery to him on the way. High strike there, 0-1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early, probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And this is popped up near second base. Obradovic is under it. He's got it for the first out.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play deep. Highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
1-0 home. It's off, but in there for strike one. Smith, originally from New York State. This is his first year at the big league level. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Brown leads off first with one away. Half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Buddy Reed. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Slides down the left side, but foul. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move the runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Ryan Noah. He reached on a single in his first
outside,
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Way bad and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance of hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-1 A's.
The designated hitter, Dan
Hit high and deep to right center. Day giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the ball at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
0-1 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. Behind 0-2 now. Noah trying to get there, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Bullet back up the middle. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are two away now. Set to get his evening at the plate start, Ryan Jeffries. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Popped him up. Diaz is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in for his second at bat. Brent Hooker, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Brent Hooker.
Grounded to short. Throw to first one time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. And a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder, J.J. Day.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.J. Day. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They still lead it 2-1.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. One coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. So 1-1. There's a slider that can't catch the outside.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
3-1 to him now. 3-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Day ghosts under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The next pin up, Tyler W. will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
High in the air out to center field. Reed is there, 2 gone.
The bases are empty here with 2 gone,
and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First pitch coming. Here it is. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he's definitely struggling coming into this one. I think we could say that home streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Buxton stands at second with 2 gone. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Striding in, Seth Brown. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Ranging back. The track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back. Second base.
Digging in now. Olivas Diaz. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the high velocity. If he shows that great arm action and pulls the string on you, sometimes a pop-up is going to be the result.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. Digging in, Kevin Smith. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but
and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. Leading off the inning, Shorty Holt.
Leading off.
And they'll need him to get something going here.
The right fielder, Shorty Holt.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Stepping in now, Colby Obradovich. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now with the due to Minnesota DH. Dan Robinson. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready, here's the first offering.
1-0.
And a ball 1-0. High and deep to right center. Reed is in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The relay throw and safe.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And he takes ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Slow little roller to third. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Now it's a play. Ryan Jeffries, runner in scoring position with Cezanne. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only
leading
one
off for
of
the
their hits
Athletics,
has been for extra bases.
the center fielder.
That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Fastball ball, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Shane Langer.
Ball, that pitch is out.
In there, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Noah.
Into the box now. Ryan Noah lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control.
No ball, 2 strikes.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. We've hit the... Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So the batting order turns over now. He's set to go. Darren Obradovich.
Not shortstop. Darren Obradovich.
It's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Outside, 3-0 now.
3-0 to count.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Now batting, first baseman, Tyler W.
So striding forward now, Tyler W. He's set and the pitch. He just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Fastball, that ran in and drilled him. He's firing the center field now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. Line toward the gap in left center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. The relay, and he is in there.
Now back, second baseman.
Number 4 Minnesota hitter, Sean Oakland. A hit in 2 tries so far. On a rope to the second baseman. Well, they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
The right fielder, number 13.
Digging in and looking for more. Shorty Holt. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Oh, that's just out.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put
1
the
ball, 2
fastball
strikes,
by.
count.
1-2 now. Here's the 1-2, and he fouls this one off. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Weekly hit to third. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Next up for the A's, Brent Booker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Booker.
First offering on its way.
D-Rod.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Fouled off. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there.
Now
that's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff. And he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Fastball well outside. One
Yep,
pitch
that ball
is
went
the
out.
circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And that's finally over for a strike.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Up next for Oakland.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, J.J. Day.
1-0.
Low, 1-0.
That's ball 2
now.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Nope,
He's
that's a ball.
falling behind now, 3-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not going strikes consistently.
Line to the right side. Holt is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting.
At the plate, Seth Brown. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the letters. High to me, but it's 0-1.
Ball 1.
And that misses 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Urshela, runner at first with 2 gone. And that misses 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run.
This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking
Now
it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one off the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Your attention,
now here
please.
comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his 19. Bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. One and 2. Here it is. Drilled down the line. And a slider coming, missed on the side of the top. But the A's get a run on this RB. So coming to the plate, holding he comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Goldie. Oakland, got it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and out. That one drilled him. And a great job to stick with him here as he gets the first down of the inning. And with that play over, the designated man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball just inside. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes now.
If I'm on the mound, the guy gets a hack off on me like that and crushes a breaking ball down the line, kind of note to self, I'm not going there.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Urshela over to his left, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next
coming to the plate now,
the third baseman, Lewis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. This will kick up against the wall now. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Standing in now, Ryan Jeffries. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 1-0. Check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in their zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning. At the plate, Kevin Smith.
Leading off for Oakland, the shortstop, Kevin Smith.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
On the throw to first 7.
Buddy Lee.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Now batting. Catcher.
Now batting, Shea Langer. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nope. Outside.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of
Count
it,
is
he
1
probably
and 2.
gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my...
Swing and a miss. Retires the side, and that will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Number 64.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Darren Obradovich. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. The 0-1 on its way.
Ball.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Tyler W. comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Moving under it, Reed. 2 gone.
The center
in the box now, Byron Buxton.
Byron.
Number 21 will get the call to pinch hit here. We'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. No home runs as of yet and 4 RBIs. 0-1 pitch and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Chopped in front of home plate. Oh, and no time to get to first. Not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Second baseman.
Well, there aren't many times, Steve-O, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher, a la that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle. That's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
Did he get to first base? Do you even look into your dugout as a guy laughing at you for hitting on that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take off your G's and tell first base coach that's a line drive in the box.
1 ball.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Langer times it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Number 21 will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ryan Noah. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that game.
For the bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Trevor Rosenthal been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And it's fouled away. 0-2 once more. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Digging in to try it again. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out one. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Rosenthal certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty Evil, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control comes to leading at times. He can get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk.
But they've got him swinging on the fastball there. Brent goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Hit high and deep to right center. Holt on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. A's are gone in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Number 17 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch
for the Athletics.
Now to the plate, Shorty Holt. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
The left fielder,
plate, Colby Obradovich. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough.
1-1.
Even getting one out could be a challenge.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now back,
ready now, and Robinson will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Popped him up. Brown is after it. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Certainly a highlight reel grab that we just witnessed. So here it is again with show track. And the high 90s route efficiency is what stands out. He read it off the bat exceptionally well and closed ground on it just about as well as one could. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
That's the call, getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat for the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Now in the box, Ryan Jeffries. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in, J.J. Day.
Off for Oakland.
Here comes the first pitch.
J.J.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. That misses. It's 2-0 now to the Oakland right fielder. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Off spin pitch that stays outside. Ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite me.
3-1 the count now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Riding in once again, Seth Brown. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2. In the air, down the line in left. Obradovich sprinting after it, but this will land untouched. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing, miss on the changeup, and there's 2 gone. Settling in now, Aledmus Diaz. The first 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-0 the count. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. And it'll wind up hanging just long enough for him to run it down. Into the box, Darren will be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Oakland,
Set, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Ball 1. 1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Ball,
fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Three and 2 now. Tyler W. will be next. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Throw down to first, 1 away.
Up next
Coming to the plate now, Tyler W.
Tyler W.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in his count.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
In now, number 21, lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter. Got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. One ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
in the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He set the payoff pitch. Line toward right center. And he might have done it. Can they score that runner from first? And the Twins are going to walk home the winner.
Endings just don't get much better than this. Great job at the plate putting the ball in play, and then the runner at first does the rest. Stop at third? No way. Grounded third, flew home, and scored the game winner. My heart is still in my throat.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Twins came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Trevor Rosenthal claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Twins, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us.